My name is Louisa Cheetham. I work for Aviva and I am the head of sponsorship and CR.
And obviously Aviva is sponsors of the Premiership, the Aviva Premiership, and that's not the only sponsorships you are involved in. What are your general objectives with both the sponsorship of the Premiership, Rugby and other properties?
I think we try to reflect the business objectives that we have as an organisation. So one of the things that we neatly sum up how we view the assets that we're involved in is we want people to buy more, we want them to stay longer, and we want them to recommend us. So how can each of our properties, whether that's the Aviva Premiership in Rugby or our partnership with Norwich City or what we do in the cause-related space, how can that have an impact on how people feel about us, that they'll interact with us as much as they can, and how they engage with us as a brand. And the sport is a perfect example of someone's passion point, and it gives you the opportunity when insurance is not exactly the most tangible of products. It gives you something really tangible to talk to them about. One of the things we've kind of really grown up as an industry, so sponsorship always used to be looking at the media value that you could attribute to it. And absolutely that's a hygiene factor that we deliver against. So the fact that we're on BT Sports, audience levels are growing is brilliant for us as an organisation because that helps drive our brand awareness and the metrics that we associate there. But also we look at how people are feeling about it. So as an organisation we manage something called a Net Promoter Score, which is in essence how people will recommend us. So how is the influence of the assets, whether that's a free ticket or an experience to go and meet the director of rugby at XYZ club, how is that having an impact on you as a customer? So we measure all of that sort of stuff through some fairly complex metrics. And we also look at things like the discounts that we have in place for our rugby fans, so 10%, so how many of those policies are we actually, how much are we actually kind of selling? So again, it's a variety of measures that we look at. And
is there also a way of measuring how your company can sell directly to? Is there a measurement of that? Is there an uplift because of rugby and because of BT Sports increased coverage?
We did a econometric modelling a couple of years ago, and we did attribute a number of our kind of new sales, i.e. a new person coming into our business because of our sponsorships, and that was across all of our portfolio at the time. So we have done some fairly robust empirical evidence that shows that actually does have an influence on the purchasing behaviours of customers, and we know that if you're aware of Aviva's sponsorship of rugby, you're probably twice as likely to, at point of purchase, to consider us. So absolutely it has having an impact, but also we're not so brave as to say it's only because of the rugby sponsorship, but it's one of the many myriad of factors along with price, value, service, claims history, all of those sort of things where we're hoping that because of the activity that we do across sponsorship, it's having a real impact on how people feel about us and how they view us.
I imagine that's true also of employees and internal and trade as much as it is consumer.
Yeah, and there's a big point in terms of we're 15 million customers that we have across the board, of which only 3 million, just over 3 million, come to us direct, so either via web or phone. So that leaves the vast majority who are coming through an intermediary. So again, the relationships and the partnerships that we have in place, the rugby plays a part, and again it comes back to price, value and service. But again, it can be a really important part for us in terms of the relationships that we have with our main partners and the story that we tell to them.